Let's say we have one side and one angle. Now if we have one side and one angle, so let's say this is angle 60 degree. So one side and one angle. So let me say this place is 5. So how can we find this place? Let's say x. And how can we find this place? Let's say y. Now if you know one angle and you want to find the other side and you have one side, that is when you will use so katua. If you have two sides and one side is missing, you can use Pythagoras theorem. But if you know one side and one angle, then you can use so katua. Now to find x here, which two sides can you relate? Now you cannot relate x and y because they are two unknown. They are two unknown. So you need to relate the side that at least you know one of the side. So now to relate this, I can conclude on s and 5 since I'm looking for x. So you can't pick two numbers that you don't know or two sides that you don't know. So if you pick two sides that you don't know, you can't find anything. So you need to pick one side and another side that you know, so that you can easily find anything. So if I pick this side, this is adjacent where these two sit. That is adjacent. That means I know adjacent as x. So this is hypotenuse. Anywhere that 90 is facing, longest side, I know hypotenuse, that is 5. Now in your SOHCAHTOA, what connects adjacent and hypotenuse together? So we have SOHCAHTOA, you see adjacent over hypotenuse. That means we are going to use cos. So cos 60 is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. So cos 60 equals adjacent, that is x over hypotenuse. So cross multiply. So x is equals to 5 cos 60. And we know cos 60 is 1 over 2. That is 0.5. So that will be 2.5. So that means x is 2.5. What you are trying to do is that how to know which one you are going to use, whether it's sine, cos, or tan. So it's the two sides that will determine. Now let's say we know here and here now. So what is this side? Here is the opposite. So opposite is y. That means we also know opposite y, hypotenuse 5. Now what connects opposite and hypotenuse? So say sine, that is opposite over hypotenuse. That means we are going to use so that means sine 16 equals opposite over hypotenuse. This is over 1. Cross multiply. Y is 5 sine 60. So y is 5 times root 3 over 2. Y is equal to 5 root 3 over 2. Now this is how you can, what we are just trying to do here is how to know the right side to choose. The right side to choose depends on what you are looking for. So you need to relate the two sides. So you now know what connects the two sides together, whether it's SOHCAH or TOA. So that is the meaning of SOHCAH TOA. So now the next thing we will do is that how can we know sine 60 is root 3 over 2? So that is the next thing we will do, so that we can answer general question. So let's move on.